John.
Yeah.
John, open your eyes. How are you gonna do?
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. 100. 100.
This guy right here is me, Orange Juice, ranked 350 globally, and this is how I got first at an UCI LAN, held at the University of California, Irvine. Or, something like that. Just watch the whole thing. So, 1 year ago today, as of writing this script, me and my friends, Jeremy, ChamQP, Aerodite, and Zanzibar, went to the 7th UCI Winterland, where we did nothing but watch. In fact, I don't have footage of it. Maybe there's a picture somewhere I can throw up on the screen. But some of us weren't even watching. Like, they were playing Osu on the setup they brought to Cali, and not even for the LAN. These guys were just recreationally playing Osu in front of randoms. Like, guys, let's be serious. We still did a bit, like eat dinner with some others and steal the center of a group photo for the tournament we didn't participate in. Sorry, guys. But I can't stress it enough, we didn't actually play. Which is why 2026 was going to be a new year, baby. 3 of us signed up and we were there to win 100 with the same lineup of people. The 3 of us signing up this year were Jeremy Bad Nerves, Zanzibar, and me, John Orange Juice. A lot changed this year. Like, for example, our goat Crestive, who had arrived earlier than us, was looking even more elegant and astonishing than the year before. But as much as we wanted to admire this Greek god statue of a man, we had a job to do. And so, we arrived at the first step of our climb to victory. Qualifiers. Or so I say, but before that, me and my pal Jeremy, we did a 1st to 5 in Street Fighter 6. I'll just give you a quick rundown.
I'm actually a noob. Wait, I'm a noob.
I beat that boy 5-1. Keep this number in mind. So, qualifiers were split into around 6 or 7 lobbies, with a few playing at different hours at the start of the LAN. Us 3 joined to play the early lobbies, but we were split apart. Zanzibar was in lobby A1, whereas me and Jeremy were in lobby A3. But it's fine, because we'll see each other in brackets anyways when we all qual. So, going into quals, no mod 1 was whatever, I got a decent score. I reverse choked and then missed at the end. Juicy is the goat here for no reason. As for no mod 2, I'm ending it. These are my top plays, by the way. I cannot stress it enough. This was a terrible score. For Jeremy too, like both of us are flow A merchants and we did this bad on No Mod 2. No Mod 3 and 4 were fine, you know, light work top lobbies for the go. But then there's Hidden 1, which is honestly one of the most surprising scores of qualifiers. Jeremy, nearly FCing, gets top lobby. Here I am trying to congratulate him, to which he starts BMing me. But honestly, I can't blame him. Remember this score well, because it honestly changed the course of UCI's qualifiers alone. So after that, I top scored Hidden 2, lost to Rage Muffin on Hard Rock 1, because I guess he's just a goat like that. And Hard Rock 2? Huh? What is wrong with these two, bro? Then I top scored DT1 and Rage Muffin steals another number 1 on DT2 because, you know, that's GOAT. Anyways, qualifiers are over, for OC Nevada at least. And now we have 2 hours of break time where everybody else plays the rest of the quals lobbies. We killed time eating at Chick-fil-A. Or more like we were going to, except Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. Sorry, Chris. Instead of that, we went to In-N-Out, waited for the results, and... Bad Nerves was number 16, baby. He barely made it. And it's all thanks to the Hidden 1 FC. We were all pretty excited for him, but, you know, this isn't Jeremy's video. It's mine. And my seed is number 1. Could you tell how excited I was at the time? I was extremely tired, to be honest, and I couldn't be asked to get excited at the time because I woke up at like 4 a.m. with 3 hours of sleep to practice pools. But we made it. Looking back, we made it, and it was so horrible. As seed number 1, I was curious to see who I was against. Osu uses the typical double elimination bracket format, where players face whoever is opposite them in seeding. So seed 1 goes against seed 16, seed 2 against 15, and 3 against 14, etc. But if you haven't forgotten, I have to face my beloved pal Jeremy for the second time today. That doesn't mean I'll hold back though. I'm already tired, so I want to get through these matches as fast as possible. I gave Jeremy his Terrat Nomad 2 that he wanted to play so bad, but that's it. I was not giving this guy a handicap. So I first picked DT2, Jeremy picks Hard Rock 1, I picked DT1. So things are going pretty good for me, but here comes Jeremy's last pick. Nomad 2. The two of us are flowing players, but I rank much higher than Jeremy. That changes nothing though, where we are playing 6-star pools, and especially on Jeremy's favorite map. Going into this, I knew I had to try much harder than I did on any other map, but I overspun. There is no bringing it back from here, lest Jeremy misses. And Jeremy FC'd the full map anyways, getting his first point on me. It was also his last point, as I picked Hard Rock 2 and FC'd, then he picked Nomad 1 and I FC'd over him again. His only point on me was on my main skill set. In fact, I wouldn't have minded that so much, as I knew exactly why I lost the point. But I even lost SIP in this match? Like, I won 5-1, twice by the way, but went into quarterfinals a loser. Genuinely, this took a toll on the mental, and I forgot to start the recording in quarterfinals. But here's about what happened. Sando picked Nomad 2 into me, which who wouldn't after I lost to seed 16, and I demolished him. Like, it was so easy, it wasn't even close. Then I picked Nomad 1 because I saw my mechanics consistency was very slightly better, and won again by just a bit. I started recording again, and Sando picked Hard Rock 1 against me, which was super surprising. For one, I'm a Hard Rock player, and for second, I just beat him on 2 consistency picks. So I was a little unsure going into the map, but I ended up FCing with Hierarch again and took the point. I was doing pretty well, but I wasn't a fan of the AC WinCon thing that we had going, so I picked Nomad 4, which was actually a really close point.
Huh?
I also addressed him by the nickname, so that's on me. That's on me. Oh my god. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm mostly on like farm stuff easy. I don't play like the actual reading maps.
I don't know why the map was so hard, but it was one neither of us could FC, and there was finally a convincing point on the board. No more of this two-way FCing with Hierarch thing. It's 4-0 now, and it's Sando's pick. He picks Hard Rock 3, which is still surprising to me because, as I said, I play Hard Rock, and I just won Hard Rock 1. There's no time for surprise, however. I have a job to do.
Yeah.
5-0. I convincingly defeated my second opponent, even if the first 3 picks were extremely close. After the match, he told me why he was picking so many Hard Rocks, and apparently I did the worst on them in qualifiers? I decided to check because no matter how bad I did on the Hard Rocks, I couldn't make sense of it. You know, I'm a Hard Rock player, and I was number 1 in seeding. Oh, it's whatever. Time to move on to the third match, where the map pool finally changes from round of 16 and quarterfinals, going up from a 6.6 star average to a whopping 7.1. Here, I face off against Rage Muffin in the semifinals of the tournament. The thing about Rage Muffin is he's actually one of the 2 people I look forward to seeing the most here at UCI, as he's one of my badge mates from my very first tournament win. I know this guy is one of the GOATs, and he helped carry my team in the grand finals of Sugar Rush Series 2. However, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think I had this in the bag. His first pick is DT2, which he's known for being great at, and especially better than me. But just before the match, I FC'd this map on my first try, which means it should be so I'm a bum. This guy too, actually. I have no clue what happened to either of us here, but it's fine. We push forward. I picked a no mod 1 because I'm feeling pretty confident in my aim, especially at a LAN where people are usually inconsistent without their usual setup.
I told him, and then he didn't like call out until like literally like a month before. I literally told him like, bro, the LAN is gonna be on this day the moment you send me the date, and then he never scheduled it off on the month before, and then his smart makes the schedule. I wish I had an armrest because I still actually like debugs at like 80% without one. Oh my god, yeah, I know that. Like I'm trying to aim, bro, I can't. I have like my aim feels still floating. I have no armrest. I just need like a little something. I just have a little something. Also, you can adjust how much the quick feedback is, like how strong it is. You also set the actuation point of the. I didn't really feel like that. I thought you can focus technology, but it's actually. Yeah, they like all out. They did like. You cut the match. Oh my god. I don't remember what was going on. I genuinely don't remember. I did. It was like you're very right.
I took the point pretty convincingly, winning by 60,000-ish score. At this point, I'm visited by Caleb Shucks, who I chat with for a bit, and he holds me up for a full minute, by the way. I act upset, but it was actually quite the pleasant conversation. During this, Rage Muffin picks DT1, which after DT2, he would usually be favored to win, but I was locked after my 1-minute intermission prior to the map.
I know it's gonna happen. I'm just waiting. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. Bro, you know what's funny? I sniped Nisha Awa on this I bet he literally SS every other.
Okay, mid-map we got a bit silly, turning around to Connor and Jeremy, as I was up by double his score, but we closed it out anyways, winning by quite a bit. After this, I pick Hard Rock 2, one of my best tournament skill sets. However, Rage Muffin destroyed me on my quote-unquote best skill set in tournaments. In fact, on the skill issue bot, my precision should eclipse him by over 1,000. This must be how he felt during DT1. Honestly, it was pretty bad, but I'm having fun. A lot more than I was having in round of 16 in quarterfinals. After this, he picked No Mod 2, which as I've said before is my best skill set. But just before the match, Rage Muffin was urging me not to leave it up. I thought nothing of it, however, because we already know that I'm John Flo. I left A-Nane up against John A-Nane. Like, whatever, bro. It was honestly a great play, and I got stomped. I respond to this with No Mod 3, to which... he FCs again? Like, bro, why am I playing Taquito at an Osu LAN? What do I do against this guy? After this, he picks Hard Rock 1, which I win on the edge of a knife. My aim consistency was still holding up as well as it did in the first few picks, but there's no more aim maps to choose from. Without my aim, I decided to go into Hard Rock 3, as I just won against him on his Hard Rock pick. And following this decision, it's over. My winner's bracket run comes to an end. Me and Rage Muffin chat for a bit as two badge mates turned opponents, following one's victory over the other. And that's that. I'd like to say I had a crazy loser's bracket run, but I only made it to 4th place, beating out Funky Kong, my other SRS2 badge mate who I was excited to see, as I mentioned before the Rage Muffin match. Love you, Funky Kong. Followed by a crushing defeat against JP, aka You're Cute, who went on to win the entire thing. Genuinely, there was no doubt in my mind going into this that I would win the entire thing.
I'm gonna win 100. 100.
Which sounds presumptuous of me, especially now, but I had confidence. After placing first in seedings, I was genuinely sure that I could take home the badge, but it's over. Despite placing 4th, I had a ball of a time, and honestly, I think this is one of the happiest conclusions I could have asked for, except for if I won. Me and all my badge mates made it to the top 6, with Funky Kong placing 6th, me 4th, and Rage Muffin second. I can't stress enough how happy I am to see that in the last 4 months since we got that badge together, all of us have done nothing but improve. And that's especially the case for Rage Muffin. Throughout SRS2, I was consistently above him in match cost. And frankly, I thought this guy would be a cakewalk, bro. If only you could truly imagine my surprise when this guy pulls up to our match, arms crossed, and beats the marbles out of me. On one hand, it's crushing to see that he's improved so much more than me in the last 4 months. On the other, however, I'm extremely happy to see that competition in Osu still lives. I think Osu dying is a pretty big topic of discussion, and for me, I could feel it in the tournament scene just a little bit. Although players, especially my good friends, were improving day by day, which is awesome. This year, I'll be closing out the 8th UCI Winterland in 4th place as Seed 1. Next year though, I swear I am taking home that badge, no matter how hard it is or how little sleep I need to get, even though sleep deprivation was my greatest enemy this weekend. Look forward to it. I'll be even better next year. Until then, I'll be farming badges and accomplishing the rest of my goals for 2026. See you at the 9th UCI Winterland.